You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality art, interviews, music and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds and otherwise known as Dini Mussolini in the multi-universe. Call in to join the mix at 602-753-1654 or hop in via Skype. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. We welcome all to submit material, topics, and ideas. Email us at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. Enjoy the show.
Oh yeah! One time for my people that are indigos and 2 times for my people that are vegans. And it is truly a struggle for us vegans out there. We are up, folks, to over 14,000 plus listeners per episode and over 865,000 downloads worldwide. Just this year alone, and we've been at it for 3 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who have been rocking with me on this journey, and we are still growing, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, art, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you that opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on the show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, technology geniuses, from authors to professors and aliens, or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or what walk of life that you come from, then come on our show and talk to us. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email us at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. I am passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people that should hear it. So let's create something incredible. And with that, hello up there, and welcome to another episode of our podcast. Man, I'm working on that hello thing. But anyway, this is Vigilantes Radio. Thank you again for tuning in and being part of the audience family. If you like information on how to call in, ask questions, or speak to our guests, you can always dial 601. Pardon me, that's my phone number. You can dial 701-801-9813 or hop in the mix directly from my website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. You can even scroll over to the Vigilantes Radio tab and slap that button that says go live, and you'll be right here in the mix with us via the browser. And as always, all episodes are available for free download. At least 1 hour after the show ends. You can grab it from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup or from iTunes or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com. And that goes for every single show that I've ever aired. Tonight's episode is the Jackie Paladino interview, take 2, and I am your host, Dini Mussolini. And again, I get to interview my crush. I must say, dear listeners, this will be a very interesting interview to conduct. After researching and learning about Jackie, I came out of it all with my questions in hand and also left with 2 stunning impressions of how this artist operated. The first, after watching a couple of music videos from her catalog on YouTube, was that she has an extreme sense of class. The second impression came from just how well that classiness is just being pulled off, and I absolutely love it. Meeting artists like her with real substance and stories makes me want to jump back into artist management full time. And well, truthfully, for one of the first times in my interview experiences, I generally feel like I have no clue as to what will come back through this interview with Jackie. Well, there's this one time I had this crazy guy. He's actually my friend, but he's still crazy. And interviewing him, he was so out there. Like, I had to have the Quran, the dictionary, thesaurus, the Bible, quotes from Bruce Lee and Buddha, just to understand what he was saying. Oh, it was crazy, but it was great at the same time. So this can go either way, I suppose, and my rambling interview style has often brought out many a sad stories just from my curiosity, leading me to ask everything that's on my bubbling mind. So, will we be surprised by the answers? I truly hope so, right? We hope to get the stories behind these artists and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is mine and Vigilantes Radio's sole purpose. And thankfully, much like the music Jackie creates, we not only get a great range of emotions through these songs, but hopefully some incredible explanations as to the reason why these emotions exist in her tunes. It's an incredible pleasure to talk with Jackie. I've been looking forward to sharing this interview and what she has to say about music with you all. Her Instagram is truly contagious, and I spend most of my days there. You can check it out over at Jackie Paladino, which is JackiePaladino. Make sure you follow, and of course, in a good, contagious way, which I'm about to go do. Okay? Anyhow, I won't keep you Thorin fans waiting any longer. Here she is, Jackie Paladino. Wait. Check this out. How about the Jackie Paladino and Dini Mussolini show, huh? Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Anyway, welcome to our show, Jackie. And a huge thank you, of course, to for your time, Jackie. I checked out your music and videos, and I'm absolutely loving the approach you're taking to busting into the music scene. For those out there that don't know about Jackie Paladino yet, give us an insight into what defines the music and into what defines the person that makes that music. That's right, Jackie, right off the bat, I'm looking into your soul, so tell us everything that we need to know.
And yeah, I like to kind of like take whatever obstacle that I'm dealing with and turn it into a song as a therapeutic process, as an artistic process, and kind of like transform it from something that's a challenge and something that's scary and something that doesn't seem like I'll ever be able to get over it to kind of like an inspirational challenge, so kind of like shifting my attitude about it, and find the beauty in even the darkest moments, I guess.
Oh, wow. That's pretty heavy.
What?
I said that's pretty heavy.
Is it? Yeah, it does sound pretty heavy. It's like it started off pretty heavy, and now I think I'm getting a little bit lighter with my writing, but like it definitely started off pretty heavy.
And you've begun performing around the New York area. What has it been like to see these songs transform into a live setting? I'm curious about how it all comes together on a live stage.
Well, it's different each time, depending on like the audience, depending on my band members, depending on how much they've all drunk that night. Let's see, depending on whose significant other does or doesn't show up. Let's see. I think like the full band shows are the most fun because they're the most like traditionally fun and the most traditionally like high energy shows. But I think the ones that I started doing when I started off were probably the ones that I'm most proud of because I was a lot better at piano back then because I was practicing like 5 hours a day and just had like no social life and was just practicing piano and writing on these songs. So it was really just me and a keyboard or me and a piano playing out to these audiences. So they definitely took like the most technical skill and also the most like vulnerability because I didn't have like a band to fall back on. I was just completely fully exposed. So I think those are the ones that I'm most proud of. But they're different and every time's different. Every time's different.
Okay. So what are people going to see now when they see a live Jackie Paladino show?
These days I'm more polished normally I've stopped kind of playing a lot of piano because I wrote a lot of songs on guitar since. So I'll either do an acoustic with a guitar or I'll do a full band show. Like I have a full band show that's coming up on December 30th at the Metropolitan Room here in New York. And that's going to be, it's like a very iconic venue, so we kind of have to go all out with the full band and like the glam dress and everything. So yeah, but I mean, it can range from just being an acoustic act to being a full, I guess, extravagant, kind of like sitting in your living room versus being like the glamorous person in the restaurant lounge or like Carnegie Hall or something.
Right.
Dream
So, oh, go ahead.
It's a dream big.
Yeah. So what's the most inspirational aspect of life that comes through your music? And what would you hope a person would feel when they're listening to the music of Jackie Paladino?
Oh, man. Wow, these are some, I mean, my last response was heavy, I guess. These are some heavy questions. These are some, like, philosophical musings over here.
Yes.
Let's see. People tell me that they hear pain in a lot of my songs. That sounds kind of bad, but I think that's accurate. Because I think most soul music is rooted in pain. And that's why I think a lot of soulful singers are really great singers, because they have to sing, because it's something that, like, they physically need in order to, because, like, music and singing are so soothing and such a release. I feel like that's why soul singers are such good singers and sing the way they do, is because, like, they have no other choice but to sing and but to express themselves and but to make music. So you might hear that. You'll probably hear, you'll hear the storyline of, the vague storyline of past few years of my life, which you can interpret any way you'd like, I guess. What was the other question?
Say that again.
What was the other question?
What would you hope a person would feel while listening to the music?
I hope that the person would feel inspired and, I guess, simultaneously connected and less alone, just like less isolated with wherever they're at in life. And yeah, I think I've always been a little bit of like an outcast or on the outsider spectrum. So I probably make music for those kinds of people. So if someone who's a little bit maybe on the outside, I'd hope would feel soothed and like less alone. Yeah, but I mean, there's also like, it's not all deep. Like, I have some just like fun pop elements and sassy lines that I throw in, and like, punctuating rhythms and all that jazz. So I try to change it up. But like the core of my music, I'd say, is like the core of me, which is probably like a pretty old soul wrapped in a pretty young body.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the stories behind your singles, Rescue Me and Daddy's Money. For our listeners that are not familiar with their music or the backstories yet, what do these records mean to you personally?
Well, they both represent, they're both autobiographical, and they both represent two distinct trying times in my life. And I mean, I guess they mean a lot to me, because like they represent two pretty impressionable periods of my life.
Okay. So where do you take it all from here? Do you feel like there's a defined path or plan for your career? And how do you get to where you want it to go?
I don't know if there's a plan. I definitely don't think the music industry is something that you can have. There's strategy involved, and there's always like constant learning and stuff. I think the overall plan, though, is always just to kind of like keep making art and to keep releasing art and to keep playing shows. Since that's like the main goal. Mm-hmm. And then what was the next question?
Just where you want it. Yeah, no, like how do you get it to go where you want it to go?
Well, I guess you just have to believe in yourself until a bunch of other people do, you know. You believe in yourself, and you get people on your team, and you get positive feedback at shows, and that gives you the push, and then, like, it's just a lot of small baby steps that people think are, like, one sweeping giant step, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you've also done some acting work in local theater as well, from what I've read. Has your music been featured in any of these productions?
No, it has not. But I am starting a web series soon, so maybe I'll be able to ask the director to feature some stuff.
Okay, because I actually and really love that concept of both acting and having music being predominant in the same production or lent to other productions. I think that's an entire avenue available to many independent artists out there to have their music showcased and featured in local theater. And I think it's incredibly unexplored. What do you think?
I mean, I think a lot of people, there's just like the same personality type, it seems like, where there's a lot of actors who are also musicians and vice versa. But yeah, I think you're right, and where it's like normally somebody's kind of like one thing first, and then they kind of swap their identity, and they're not necessarily two simultaneously. So yeah, it'd be nice to encourage people to try their hand at whatever they feel passionate about, even if it's more than one thing at the same time.
All right, and what are the ins and outs of something like that happening, or the politics around it, in your opinion?
The ins and outs of the politics happening around
music being lent to other productions or a part of the same production.
Ooh, I'm not sure. I really don't know about this one.
Okay. Personally, I would think it's an extreme win for all involved. I don't know how one would go about making it happen, but the theater group gets an excellent soundtrack that helps create emotion in their performance. The music itself gets exposure. The audience, of course, gets treated to music, not only acting, all kinds of benefits just wrapped in one. It's a move that definitely gets a massive thumbs up from me. But how did you end up, being involved in stage acting, and what have the rewards been like for you personally? And I'm not talking about, about financially, but like the real rewards in life.
Sure. Let's see. I got involved in stage acting kind of at a later age, I'd say, than most people, because I wasn't like that kid that had been doing it their whole life. I was a gymnast, actually, for a really long time. And then just it was like 8th grade, where my best friend befriended, was in a show and befriended someone who I, had a big crush on, and she just, looks like she had so much fun, and also, I had a big crush on him. And he was going to auditions at Performing Arts High School. So I was just like, why not? What do I have to lose? And then I auditioned for it, and I got in, and I went to a Performing Arts High School. So that's where I got into, music and theater. And then I was in an off-Broadway show, my senior year of high school. So that was really awesome, because I got to play Vendela in Spring Awakening off-Broadway, which was really cool. I guess it's just been a really rich path so far. It's definitely, I probably would be a lot richer, financially, I think, if I had never gotten involved in the arts, because I end up putting all of my money towards projects and stuff. But it's my life is a lot fuller with creativity and with art than I think it would be. I think my life would be far more dull if I had never gotten involved in creating. If I'd never gotten involved in acting or writing music. And also, I think it's led me to a lot of different people, and it's led me to kind of like open my mind to a lot of different lifestyles, especially coming to New York, because like I was from a really suburban town in Jersey, so like coming to New York to study the arts here has been a really diverse experience in comparison to where I grew up, especially.
Okay. A lot of artists tend to start doing what they do in order to fill a void or a need or offer something entirely new to the world that hasn't been done yet. In others, we draw from the inspiration of influence or pursue the dream in the same way our heroes did. But I suppose it's a need part of it I'm fixated on. Are there certain types of songs that the world needs more of and maybe less of in terms of themes, the writing quality and message, in your opinion?
Sure. Well, I think we talked about this last time, but I personally think that we just need more songs about anything other than relationships, because we just have so much. Like almost every song I listen to on the radio is a love song, and most of the people I know like aren't even in relationships most of the time. And most of those relationships they're in like don't even end up working out. I mean, I'm in New York again, so like it's different, but like it's much different from the South, I'm sure.
I don't know.
No, really? I mean, there's just like so many people. Like it's like, you know, you're so easily replaceable here, which is sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true for everything. I think like for jobs, like there's more job opportunities here, but it's also like you're competing against so many other people. But wow, where was this question? What was the question?
Do we need more of or less of certain themes and songs?
Yeah, I think we need more songs that are about something other than a boy or a girl, like other than a romance. And it's hard. Like I was trying to do it the other day, just trying to write some chill songs about like nothing, you know, like just like some chill songs that aren't even that. They don't have that much conflict, and they're not about like the love of your life or like something like that. I think maybe that's why it's hard. But it'd just be nice to have some more songs that aren't like centered around that topic.
Yeah, I totally agree. And me and my buddy, we have that problem. Except we do the opposite. We're always writing about, you know, broken hearts. Like 90% of our music is about dark, broken hearts, or you know, stories like that.
Yeah, I don't know why we all do that. But...
And in my opinion, we need less of that too, because there's only so many ways you can. No, not really. There's so many ways you can tell a story about how you know, things come crashing down. But yeah, you try to write, you know, other things. And one of the habits we do, we'll watch a movie and try to write a song about the movie or a particular scene or a particular thing from the movie.
Oh wow, you guys are real songwriters. I feel like that's taken out of a book or something. No, seriously, it's taken out of like a songwriting book. Like, you want to be a songwriter? Like you're a songwriter before you're a human. Like, go watch a movie and write a song about it. Or like, go talk to your best friend and like go write a song about like whatever they're doing with. Like, I think that was a book I read.
Yeah, my buddy, he just has a problem with like writer's block every now and then. And he's always complaining about we're writing the same song. Like, well, let's just watch a movie and write somebody else's story. And we come up with some real cool stuff every now and then, but that's just, you know. All right, back to you, Jackie. Jackie.
You can talk about you.
Huh?
I'm tired of talking about me. You can talk about you.
No, this is the Jackie Paladino interview.
Okay. All right.
But that was the last question, and you made it to the end. Actually, we're going to skip that part. And we're going to put this part before that part, which is the hot seat. So if we have, and of course we do have time, and after the music break, our usual tradition is called the hot seat. Our fans love this part of the segment, and of course, along with the actual interview, which is why so many people come for the guests and not Deanie. Yeah, story of my life. But the audience gets to hear either some vocals, poem, written work, spoken word, freestyle rap, jokes, stories, live instruments from our special guests, where you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And tonight, yes, tonight, we'll find out if Jackie Paladino have what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of her true artistry. So let's see, what do we have?
Not prepared.
You're not prepared? Well, guess what? We're going to a music break. So you have about 3 minutes and 33 seconds, which is a magic number, matter of fact. Wow. Your song Rescue Me is 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, cool.
Truly magical. Those are magic numbers. All right, here we go. Here is Jackie Paladino, Rescue Me.
There's a girl I know looks in the mirror each day. She don't like what she sees and wants to wash it away. Mistakes, regrets, battle wounds and defeat. She dreams of a prince to sweep her off her feet, and she cries.
I think I'm going to start doing music reviews. Man, I like that. Had a churchy feel to it. She was singing her heart out. Man, I love that joint. And the music video comes out when, Jackie?
Tomorrow. on Vents Magazine.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Comes out tomorrow, so you guys definitely have to be a part of that unveiling. What time tomorrow?
Ooh, I do not know. I'm sorry.
Man, it's going to be like Christmas Eve.
I know.
Staying up all night and waiting to see the upload so I can hit play and see this video of a really cool song called Rescue Me.
I mean, as long as I get milk and cookies, sounds like a good plan to me.
Well, in
the video is gorgeous. I'm really, really excited about it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. All right, Jackie, are you ready?
For what?
The hot seat.
Oh, I gotta sing something. All right. Last time I did like a pop song. This time I can do more of like a soul song. I have a song called Love Can't Live in the Dark. Kind of sweet.
Okay.
Should I try that?
Yes.
It's slow though. It's about a love triangle. Stuck in the past, can't see ahead, holding him dear, but his mind's on someone else. He lives in her eyes, sleeps in her stars. But there is a girl waiting for him back on earth. Well, he's been gone since he got here. He's always there on her mind, and it's not fair. No, it's never fair. Well, there comes a final hour when you lose all power and the lights go down. On two hearts where love can live in the dark. No love can live in the dark. No, I won't be afraid of the dark. Know that I'll find my way where it starts. No, I won't be afraid of the dark. Know that I'll find my way where it starts. Oh, there comes a final hour when you lose all power and the lights go down. On two hearts where love can't live in the dark. No love can live in the dark. No love can live in the dark. I mean, it's kind of like that. Kind of goes like that. I'm going to do my...
Right.
It's different without my band, my guitar. But yeah, it's kind of like that.
That was great.
Thanks.
All right, you made it to the end. You survived. I have to send you a T-shirt. Yeah, you survived the Dini Mussolini interview.
The second one. I survived the second one. And the first one.
Yeah. Survivor times 2. So thank you again so much for your time, Jackie. Completely appreciate it. And it's been a riot learning all about, Jackie and what you've been up to. I really dig the amount of skill coming out of this powerful and talented woman in both audio and visuals. You've definitely got it going on. You have to keep us posted on how it's all going for you in the future. Vigilantes Radio is definitely here for you, no doubt. And for now, you have the open floor. This is a moment for you to say anything at all that you'd like to. For all those out there listening, thank you so much, Jackie Paladino. We'll be watching and listening as you continue on your musical journey.
I guess I just want to say thanks for listening. Thanks for having me, and make sure to check out my music video. And if you're in New York, wow, this is a lot of stuff. If you're in New York on December 30th, come out to the Metropolitan Room. And if you message me, I should be able to get you guest tickets because they're kind of pricey. So if you message me and you follow me on all social media, I will give you a free download, and the first 10 people will get a free ticket to my show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hear that? See how cool Jackie is? Man, that is love.
It's not about the money for me. Maybe it's a business. But yeah.
That is too cool. All right, so we gotta do it. We are in a business of promotion. So websites, my friend, where can people find you the most active, and what can they expect coming up for the next year? What news have ye?
My website? Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. Just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
My
website is JackiePaladinomusic.com. Paladino, 1L, like the bass player, Pino Paladino. And yeah, I have just music videos I'm releasing, singles I'm releasing, hopefully an entire EP, and just stay tuned.
Definitely. All right. So that is our show for tonight. And remember all the cool things I said about, what did I say? Oh, about content marketing. And all the cool things Jackie said, like her videos premiering tomorrow, which I will be the first in line for that. If there was a line, imaginary line. Just imagine Deanie is right there, front center, waiting on this video. So thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and being a part of our audience family, checking out the podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, or at least after an hour after the show ends. You can grab it from Spreaker. Good God, where's my speech at? You can grab it from Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup or iTunes, or over at our website, which is, again, only1mediagroup.com. And that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. That's right, ever aired. If you like request or want me to play a certain song, or got a story you want to be interviewed, email me at theradio@only1mediagroup.com. Here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts. And actually scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right, and that's just the bottom line. So you got to deal with it. It's just the Italian in me. No, I'm just kidding. On behalf of myself, Denny Mussolini, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Make sure you spread the word. And also special thanks to our guest, Jackie Paladino, for joining us tonight. We stepped our game up just for you guys. If you noticed, that was me talking on the intro when you called in. You thought you were talking to me, right? I know. I called and I thought I was talking to me too. Yeah, I was psyched. I was so psyched. But no, I really didn't do that. But just we just want to make sure that our guests have the best experience here on our show, And Deanie just may end up on one of these songs. You never know. I do it all, my friends. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely freaking great at just doing that. Peace, and have a good night.